What is up, guys? Welcome back to the J Speed Racing YouTube channel. Today we have a halo install on this E46 sedan. Now these bad boys are about 50 bucks on eBay and they should be pretty easy to install. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right into this E46, get the headlights out and get going on this install. Let's go. Alrighty, step number one, Tyler's gonna go ahead and take...
Let's redo.
Step number one, Tyler's gonna go ahead and take out the corner light. That way we can have full access to the headlight lens. One good thing about the E46, or is it all E46s in here? Just because most of them are all of them. E46s, the headlight lenses actually unclip without any silicone, so that's really nice. You don't have to put it in an oven or heat gun or start cutting the silicone away. You gotta take the lower trim piece out. We've already been working on this driver's side, kind of get an idea. Take this lower trim piece out. It just unclips. We'll go ahead and do that in a second. And then there, conveniently enough, there's a bunch of clips all along the headlight lens. Peel this up, pop it out, and she comes right off.
We're already down to 3. Let's not break another one.
So we're having a few problems trying to get that little trim piece off below the headlight. We watched a couple of videos and they just came out really easily, but Tyler ended up breaking one of his clips on the driver's side. He's a little upset about it. Any tips that we learned? Leave your headlights alone.
Yeah, just don't touch them, honestly. I broke it on purpose. Here's the solution. Snap it in half. I actually only halfway broke it.
Oh,
See,
man.
it's still somewhat connected.
Good work, good work, good work.
I'm popping out the clips for this little trim piece right here.
So there's a few little clips for this little guy. Kind of holds the weather stripping. You kind of just press them in on the back, pop it out all along the side. So we got the little weather stripping out of the way. We're now working around the edge, unclipping the lens. So there's some underneath as well, some on the side and some on the top, and it should just come right out. Here, let me help you. People have to see the real struggles.
Yeah, people will.
Unlike that one girl who did the same video.
What is this?
Shout out to her. Really distressed Tyler in the making of that. Normal. Hold the headlight. Hold the lens. Looking bold. After the lens is out, there's this other little black shroud thing that sits in the headlight lens. Does it just pop out, Tyler? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Why don't we get the background of the S13 a little bit better looking than this hunk of junk.
I knew he was going to say that. As soon as he said, let's get a look at the S13.
All the hard work. You get in the shot. Alrighty, these are the halos that Tyler ordered for the E46. It comes with these little clips. The ridges are on one side and then it's smooth on the other side. You get it? Yep. So whenever you clip it on, you have to clip it onto the halo first. So the way we went ahead and did it is that whenever you put it onto the headlight, the ridges need to be on the top. So, yeah, I'll do it like this. So the ridges are facing that way. So it's going to be facing backwards. And what we want to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and pinch it a little bit, kind of slide it down, kind of put my thumb right there, slide it down more, keep it kind of spread apart, and then spread it apart again, and then turn it like that, and then try to slide it down just a little bit, about right there. So that's one on one side, and we're going to do the other one right here on the opposite side. That way they'll clip on to the headlight. Taking a little peek behind the headlight, we're going to put an eye on the little rubber boot. Which one are we going through? That's not.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, you got it out. Did you get it off already? Looking at one of these rubber boots behind the headlight, what we're going to go do is peel the boot back, and that exposes just enough room where we can feed the wire through like Tyler's doing right now. We had to get some pliers and kind of pinch it and pull through on the other side. We went ahead and fed the wires through first and then clipped the halo on, and then we're going to do a little bit of hot glue because the little adhesive strips that come with it, these little guys, I hear they're not very good, so we're going to go ahead and run some hot glue with some Gorilla hot glue. That way make sure that these things stay in put and don't fall off on the highway. Good work, get it in there.
Oh yeah, I'm trying.
Alrighty, we got the halos on. Still got to do a little bit of hot glue work on them, but they're all on there. The wiring is laid out. Let me go ahead and run through the wiring for you guys. What we ended up doing, plugging in the halos on this side. So it's got the two little convenient little connectors right here. And then we're going to go ahead and actually run this zip tied as clean as we can. All the way back along this firewall, underneath there maybe, and then we'll situate that back up. Working our way over to the passenger side, this runs into the relay. We went ahead and already grounded the black wire. So this is a little black wire coming from the harness. There's a nice little convenient ground right next to the header. We went ahead and took that 10mm nut off, grounded that on there. She's good to go. From there, the fused red wire is going to 12 volts constant, which is this little black box right here. That's pretty much your battery. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on there. It's already fused, she's good. We're gonna clean that up, try to tuck it up as much as we can. You wanna hide the relay as much as you can, so we're gonna sneak it in there. And then the white, this is your trigger wire for your 12 volt. We're gonna actually go ahead and use one of the little taps. I know these aren't the best in the world. We're gonna tap it into the daytime running light in the headlight. This little connector is the daytime running light. I went ahead and tested it with my multimeter, and this connection right here is 12 volts constant whenever the key is turned on. So we're gonna go ahead and tap into this wire on the side, peel some of this electrical tape back, tap it in there one way or another, and then once we plug it back in, should be good to go. And whenever the key's turned on, this little white trigger wire will trigger the relay and then turn on the whole system. They do include another little red wire is what they're calling it. I'm not quite sure what this does. I think it's for fading, to turn the brightness up and down, and I think they want you to run it inside the cabin to like the interior dimmers or something. We're not going to do that. We're going to leave it off to the side, zip tie it. Maybe for a later day, if we want to mess with that, we can. We're just trying to get it installed, the basics, and have it looking pretty clean. So we're going to get to work cleaning up the wires, zip tying it up, and running some hot glue on the halos.
Hit it.
It is time for reassembly of the headlights. These things are looking so sweet. For 50 bucks, you can't beat it. Quick, simple little mod to make the front end look a lot better and a lot more aggressive. Me and Andy might have to do this to our cars as well if this comes out well. Andy's currently cleaning up the wiring, zip tying it out of the way. So one quick tip when you're zip tying your wiring, so whenever you do zip tie, you know you have the little ends that you snip off. What we actually like to do is turn them on the back side so you can't see the end where you cut the tail off. And that way it looks a lot cleaner, and it looks kind of a little more OEM and hides it a little bit better. All right, time to try it. Let's see what they look like. Oh man, that's actually kind of nice.
Nice, I like that.
Oh, dude, that looks sick.
You like it?
Yeah, I like that.
Good install, boys.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, boys.
You're welcome. LED bulbs on the inside to be set, but for like the money, shoot,
$50.
not bad. 50 bucks.
So it's always gonna.
What?
I'm saying the rate, like, since it's already teed up to the lights. See what it does.
Oh, let's switch off the halo.
Oh, because you went high beams.
Oh, okay. So this is like daytime running light, pretty much. Because like this is with the lights on, like what you drive at nighttime.
What's with the high beams?
Oh!
Crap. Like normal driving.
No, it's not.
Maybe the
Darn
car
it.
needs to, I think the car needs to be on.
That the freaking, oh, remember that one video we watched? He said the high beams like slightly illuminate for daytime running. So daytime running is the high beams that are slightly lit. They'll only be on in the day when your lights aren't on.
And then also while you're driving around during the daytime, you run these.
So what we'll have to do is find another 12 volt trigger. I thought your daytime running lights were always going to be on, but what it is, it's your high beams that are slightly turned down. I didn't realize that. But we can find another, tap that white wire into something else, like a sensor or something that's always on, or we can run into the glove box, run into the fuse box or something, where it'll be on whenever the key's on. Darn it. Simple mistake. We can figure it out. We'll fix it and kind of. I'll either cut to the next shot of us fixing it, or put something on the screen of what we're gonna end up doing down the road. But I mean, it looks cool. It looks sweet, but we gotta adjust the trigger wire to be a little better. Let me see if I can get a shot. Yeah, no, it looks awesome. The camera has no chance of capturing it, but yeah, that's cool. Sweet. Well, it is a few days later and we finally fixed his little trigger wiring issue. So what we did before, we tapped it into the daytime running lights, and whenever the headlights were on, at night they actually wouldn't come on because they kind of were tapped into the brights. So our solution was to use one of these little fuse jumpers. So what it does, pretty much what it is, it's like something that taps into one of the fuses but also has a wire coming off, so it will kind of add a circuit to the current circuit. But something small like just the trigger wire from the relay, I think this is a perfect time to use those. So now we have the white wire running into the glove box because that's where the fuse box is. So we put it right through the little grommet, slice the little hole, and then taking a peek down here, we just ended up tapping it in to, I think it's a cigarette lighter on the far left. So this is what she looks like once she's done. So the red fuse is for the trigger, and then the 5 amp orange one here is actually what belonged in that fuse spot. Anyways, what you can do is take any one of these fuses that comes on with the keys on, and then tap into it. So you just take that fuse out, put it where the orange one is, and then put our little added circuit in there. And what that does is it gives it 12 volts to the trigger to tell the halos to turn on when the key's on. I think it might be a little bit brighter because I don't know if that first trigger we used was actually quite 12 volts. But now she's good, she's all set. What a great little mod for an E46, and on a budget too, kind of makes the front end look a little bit more aggressive. If you have not already, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.